Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video I'm going to be doing a empties. This bag was full of empty bottles, but I've scattered them all on my desk and put them in categories. This is mainly body care, skin care, hair care, and I think I have like maybe 2 makeup related products, but usually when I feature empties like that, it's in my project pan. But I'm going to go over all these things, whether I repurchase, replace them, or just did not actually enjoy. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree. I'm a crazy lover of all things beauty. I love to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot on hauls, perfume, all that good stuff. So if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. All right, loves, I've been hoarding my trash to do this video. I have been like collecting things over the months because I wanted to have a lot of things to go over than like just a few products. But there's a lot of body care, a few hair care things, only I think 2 makeup products that I used up that wasn't part of a project pan. I'm sure there's been mascaras and stuff, but I don't always remember to keep my trash, especially for these kind of videos. I'm sure I've thrown away some mascaras here and there. So I'm trying to show more using products on my channel than just focusing on the new. So I'm trying to switch up my content here and there and do different things. And I know this is an old school kind of YouTube video, but hopefully you guys enjoy that because old school is good too, okay? So anyways, we'll start off with the 2 makeup products that I used up. I don't think this was part of my project pan, but I used up the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Longwear makeup, and I have replaced this already because this is one of my faves. I don't know where my replacement bottle is actually. Oh, it's right here. I just ended up picking it up in a different color. This is 3-in-1. I decided to go with 3C2 because I'm more of a cool like pink undertone, but I really love this product. And I noticed that there's not that many shades on Ulta, and I think that this has been discounted quite often. So I'm afraid that they might be discontinuing this product, which is going to devastate me because I love this. It's very lightweight, gives more of a matte effect. It's the best lightweight, more like tinted moisturizer style product for oily skin because it does dry down quite matte. So if they take this away from me, I'm going to totally flip out. I'm going to try to see if I can buy another one, maybe a backup in case they do discontinue that, because whenever I see something being heavily discounted and then the shades start to run out on the site and not get restocked, I get concerned. You know what I'm saying? And then the other makeup product that I used up is the NYX Blur Screen 30 SPF primer. I actually really like this. It's a little bit on the thick side, but I do feel like it gives a blurring effect. And then I like that it has SPF 30, and I like to put this under my makeup, especially in the summertime because it's been real sunny, real hot here. Not as hot as usual, but it's Texas. We're always quite hot unless it's winter time. But I did already repurchase this one as well, and I think I featured it in a haul. I have a full one to go over. I just really like this product, so whenever I see it on sale, I pick it up because NYX is here and there can be kind of pricey for a drugstore brand. So whenever they do sales, which they do it quite often on Ulta's website, I will repurchase my loves from them. And that's it for makeup products. So let's go into body care. There's a lot here, okay? So the first thing I'm going to start off is with the Hemp's Cocoa and Sweet Almond Shea Butter lotion. I really like Hemp's. They have all different types of lotions to like target different things, but this one is Beauty Actives. It says it's enriched with hemp oil, which is the theme for all of their lotions. But I really like this one. It has a beautiful almond and shea butter scent, and I love scented things that are like in the almond scent, so I really did enjoy this. It was moisturizing, but not like so heavy that it feels thick and goopy on the skin or doesn't fully like absorb. This one does a good job. I would totally repurchase this. I just have tons of different Hemp's lotions already in my collection, but if I go through things or use up, I would totally repurchase this one because I do like the scent. Then I also used up these lotions from Beekman 1802. I really like this brand. They make really nice skincare, really nice body care. So I picked this up, I think during their Black Friday or end of the year sale, because this is in ginger cream cookie. Honestly, the scent was just okay on these. I love a lot of their other scented lotions, but the ginger, it was like really light. I was hoping this was going to be like a super intense ginger sweet cookie scent, but it wasn't. But I had the goat milk whipped body cream and the goat milk hand and body lotion. So this one is just a thicker formula. I like to use this like on my feet, you know, to kind of get it soften up because they're a little rough at times. And then this one I use like on my body. I just overall think the formula is nice, hydrating. This one's a little bit more lightweight. This is a little bit more hydrating. The scent was all right. It's not as good as their almond cookie one, which I have those in these lotions too. And then I also went up, you know what, I forgot, I actually had one other Hemp's product, the apple cider and nutmeg limited edition scent. I think I've seen this being sold in Marshall's at a discounted price. This one was really nice. Just a very apple cinnamon kind of scent, almost kind of potpourri like, but very intense in the cinnamon. And I love cinnamon, I love nutmeg, I love all those holiday kind of scents, pumpkin scents. So I really did enjoy this one. I was almost tempted to pick up another one of these in Marshall's, but I was like, no, I have too many lotions in my collection, so I passed. But I would totally repurchase this one. And then I also used up some EOS products, or body lotions. These are like so viral. People go crazy for these lotions, like their pistachio one that just came out, and I of course picked up 2 of them. And I have the what is the Strawberry Dream, which was their newest one before pistachio, I believe, and then vanilla cashmere. I have already repurchased the Strawberry Dream one. I love it. It's like a milky strawberries and cream scent, and I just love mixing that with like other strawberry creamy vanilla perfumes that I have in my collection. So I added this to my order when I picked up the pistachio ones, just to get me at that free shipping threshold. Plus I also really like this one, so I was like, I might as well get a backup of that. Now I haven't repurchased the vanilla cashmere one, but I think this is a really nice one, especially for the like fall time. I love that warm vanilla scent, so I probably will end up repurchasing this. I just have held off because I have so many other lotions in my collection, and right now in the summertime I like to go for the more like tropical, fruity, floral, beachy scents. So I haven't been reaching for like a vanilla warm scent, but this will probably be something I would want to have during the fall season. Then I went through some Tree Hut products. Tree Hut is another one that people go crazy over, especially their body scrubs, but I think their lotions are really nice. So I used up the Coco Colada moisturizing body lotion. I just cut off the top because I like to get every little drop of lotion out of my products. But this is the Nourishing Fruit Oil Blend with ceramines and squalene. This one, it's just such a nice coconut scent, such a tropical, typical coconut scent that you would get during like, you know, the summer months. But I would totally repurchase this one. But I think I have a body cream version of this one, so I'm going to use that one up first. This one is on the lightweight side, and I would say these are too. I don't think they're very heavy, but they're moisturizing enough. Like they're not so like light that it feels like your skin is still dry. They're like medium weight, I would say. And then I used up this one from Tree Hut, the Cherry Rave one. This one I love. I can still smell it. It's a beautiful, warm, juicy cherry scent, perfect especially in the fall time, or to pair with like cherry scented perfumes, which I love a cherry note and perfume. This one is in there with shea butter, shea body butter. This one is a little bit more hydrating, a little bit more thicker. I loved using this like on my feet. But it had dark cherry and yuzu and shea butter. It's a really nice one. I don't know if they're going to discontinue this one. I hope not. I would totally repurchase this too. I just haven't yet because, like I said, I have a lot of lotions, and I do have a few cherry scented ones already in my collection, but I would definitely get my hands on this again because I love it. And then the lotion I tried or used up from Trader Joe's, it's the coconut body butter. This one was nice, but the coconut scent is kind of light and it's more milky, I feel, than coconut. I do feel like this was pretty heavy. It has coconut oil, so to me it left kind of like a somewhat oily residue on my skin, which is not my favorite. I don't like feeling slippery. I don't like feeling like there's just like something sitting on my skin. I just felt like I didn't absorb enough. It was just a little too oily for me, but it worked wonders on my feet. It just like on my rest of my body, I didn't like how that felt, so I probably would not repurchase this for that reason. But for a like grocery store cheaper lotion, I thought it was really hydrating. If you have super dry skin, you probably would love this, but if you don't like that heavy kind of slicky feel on the skin, then I would say stay away from that one. And then another lotion, I think this is the last one. Yes, this is the last one. The Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration from First Aid Beauty. This has skin protectant colloidal oatmeal. I love this product. I already have repurchases. This tends to go on sale during like Ulta's 21 days of beauty sales that they do, or their skincare events. So I picked up another one already. I'm like halfway through it because I do suffer from eczema. So when I have like, you know, a flare up, I will use this lotion instead of my scented ones because that will just make my eczema worse, and it's just extra dry and needs extra healing and hydration, and the colloidal oatmeal helps with like the itchy, you know, and the rash and all that and the inflammation that comes with it. So I really think this is great, especially if you have eczema or if you're looking for a hydrating unscented lotion. I mean, like there's a skincare scent like that, you can smell the ingredients, but it's really good at hydrating, especially if you have sensitive skin. So you don't necessarily have to have eczema, but if you have sensitive skin, more flaky, or maybe other issues with like rash or whatever, I think this is a really good one, and that's why I re-picked it up when I saw it on sale again at Ulta. So highly recommend that one. And then we can get into hair care. So I used up these shampoos. I think I have a conditioner somewhere. I thought I did. I think I dropped it. I literally had the matching, oh no, this is the conditioner. I had the matching shampoo somewhere. I may have dropped it out of the bag. But this is the Fakai Super Strength Conditioner. This is the triple action bonding and repair line, and I had the, like I said, the matching shampoo. I've already purchased this. This tends to go on sale too a lot on Ulta's 21 days of beauty. I feel like it's lightweight enough for my like oily scalp, but it's hydrating enough for like the drier parts of my hair, and it's quite lightweight. I do feel like it has like strengthened my hair over time, made it just a little less crazy looking. Still crazy looking, but just not as crazy looking, because I do suffer from like frizziness, but I have one of those issues where like my scalp is oily, it gets oily fast, so can't use heavy hydrating products, but then I have like dry ends to my hair that need more heavier products. So this is kind of a good in between, and I do feel like it's strengthened my hair. So that's the shampoo. So I already have that in my shower, and I think I'm almost through with my second round here. And then I also decided to try their Super Strength Repair Mask Triple Action Bonding Deep Conditioner, and I thought this one was a really nice one. Super hydrating. I didn't really use it up here because deep conditioners tend to make it too flat and heavy or oily up here, but I would use it like from this way down, and I felt like my hair felt really hydrated and nice and soft after I used it. And I do feel like it also did help, you know, repair and have less breakage on my hair, because I feel like my hair breaks a lot. I have a lot of breakage too, so this helped. I used it once a week, and it really did help improve my hair strength. Then I also was working on the Way Fine to Medium Hair Deep Conditioner. This is in their, I think their typical Melrose scent, which is nice. It's a beautiful rose scent actually, and I don't typically like rose scented products, but this one was more fresh and floral and not on that powdery, what you could say leaning mature side. But this one too was really nice. I do feel like I preferred this one a little bit more, especially for the hydration, but this was hydrating, and I think it was because it's geared towards more fine to medium hair. It wasn't as heavy or hydrating, I feel, as the Fakai one. And usually I concentrate these on the ends, but even when I do that, some deep conditioners can be too heavy, so I really was like interested and intrigued by this one because it was marketed for fine to medium hair. But you know, if this was on a sale, I would repurchase, but right now it's not something that I feel like I need in my life. I do have a couple deep conditioners that I'm going through. Now we can get into skincare. That's the end. We're almost there. So I used up these two products from Shiseido. One is their day cream with SPF 23. The only thing about Shiseido is their skincare is very perfumey, very heavy, and it's a little too much, too perfumey. It makes me feel like I'm in a fragrance aisle in like a department store. I think that's just too intense for a skincare product. I didn't notice any reaction to the fragrance, but it's not my preference. You can literally smell it all day. Also feel like this day cream was just a little too heavy for my skin type because I am an oily skin girl, and this one to wear during the day was just too heavy. I need more of a gel moisturizer. I did like that it had SPF, but I'm just not a fan of the scent. And then I also had the Benefits Wrinkle Smoothing Cream from Shiseido as well. It also has a very strong perfumey scent, and this one was a good like nighttime moisturizer. I do feel like it was pretty heavy too. Like it felt kind of heavy on the skin, but I think these are products that are more geared to drier, maybe more mature skin that need more of a heavy, intense moisturization. So it's really not for my skin type. And then for other moisturizers, I use the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. This one has a good thickness to it too, but I actually really like this for an overnight cream because that's when I tend to go for more hydration, to kind of have like an overnight rejuvenation. And it wasn't too overly heavy. There is a slight rose scent, but it wasn't too overpowering, and I thought this was a nice product. I did like the hydration aspect to it. It says it has strengthening damask rose and a duo of hyaluronic acid, so I did enjoy this. I could see myself repurchasing this if it went on sale, which tends to happen a lot on Ulta's sale. And then I also went through these two from Clinique, but I've repurchased these multiple times, and I always repurchase them whenever they're on sale. The Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel, and then the Dramatic Different Moisturizing Lotion Plus. So I would use this during the day because it's a gel moisturizer, nice and lightweight. Then I would use this in the evening because it's a little bit more moisturizing. And I like these. I really enjoy Clinique. I think they're just easy go-to lotions that don't weigh my skin down, don't make me more oily or anything. And I've used these quite often. I know some people don't think they're like the best, but for my oily skin, I think it worked just fine, and I would totally repurchase those, but only on a sale. Then I also use this Kiehl's Ultra Facial Oil-Free Gel Cream. Really nice, super lightweight, but I feel like the Neutrogena, don't they have like a gel cream, is similar to this one, and of course more affordable. So I would say go with that one. It's like the Hydra Boost line. It's basically looks the same. It's like a blue jelly consistency. Great if you have oily skin or you're looking for a lightweight moisturizer to put under a foundation. So I really did enjoy this one. Don't feel like I necessarily need it. I have a lot of gel cream face moisturizers in my collection, and I think the Hydra Boost basically does the same thing. But this does help with shine control because it's a gel moisturizer. And I think that's it for facial moisturizers besides this little mist. It's a glow essence with sea grape caviar botanical essence for bright, even, and hydrated skin. I would use this after I finished and put all my skincare layers on in the evening, and I would just spritz this on top to add extra moisture. But I didn't really notice a difference from it. I feel like it was just an additional step that I don't necessarily need to do for my skincare because I already have, you know, an oily skin type. So I don't deal with a lot of dryness, and I don't know, I just felt like it was a useless step. Do any of y'all feel that way? There are some of y'all that probably say, I need to mist my face after my skincare. It's just an essential step. But for me, it just felt like extra work, you know? So I don't think I would repurchase like a product like this. And then we're gonna get into eye creams. I have the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I love this stuff, okay, y'all? This took me forever to use up. This is 0.95 ounces for an eye cream. That's a lot of eye cream. Most products aren't this big. And I am like just a huge fan. It's a very hydrating, very thick, but you will have supple, smooth under, like not smooth, but soft under eyes in the morning. Nice and hydrated. Definitely not something you want to wear during the day, especially under makeup. And I know some people don't like this product or said that they're separated pretty badly from like the oil separating from the lotion itself. I did not have that issue. I liked it. I thought the heaviness and thickness and the hydration was a plus for it, and it was just more of like a good overnight eye treatment to moisturize. You know, I deal with fine lines and I can get dry under my eyes. So I think this is super hydrating, and I've already repurchased this. I just have more of a smaller size. It was on a set, I think it's 0.5, but even when I finish up that one, I will repurchase. Like, I'm using a different eye cream and I already am missing this one so much, so I don't feel like that one is as hydrating as this one, and my under eyes just don't feel as like plump and hydrated the next day. So I highly recommend that one if you want a thick, super hydrating eye cream. And then I also have I think this is the Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel from Good Molecules. This one's great for helping like depuff and like make you look a little bit more awake. And I really do feel like I noticed a difference. As soon as I put this on, a few minutes later, I felt like my under eyes looked a little less puffy, because I do suffer from a lot of puffiness under my eyes, especially when I first wake up in the morning. And I already have another one of these. I actually got it as a gift with purchase, which I was so happy because I totally would repurchase this. This is super affordable. This is a good one if you're looking for like a boost under the eyes, kind of like those you know, creams that have caffeine, but I don't know if this has caffeine in it. Well, I guess it does, because it says Yerba Mate Wake Up Gel, which Yerba Mate has caffeine in it. But yes, it does reduce the signs of puffiness and plumps the appearance of fine lines. And for the price, I think this is totally worth it. It's like a gel consistency. And then for serums, well, let me move to this actually, this toner. This is the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% exfoliating toner. I've gone through so many of these. This is probably my 4th bottle now, 5th bottle. I usually restock on these during like Black Friday sales and get like 2 or 3 of them, because this is my go-to toner. It has like glycolic acid to like kind of resurface the skin, smooth things out. I do have quite textured skin, so that's why I like these kind of treatments. But I already had another one, I think I got in a box from, I can't think of the brand right now, but I got it in a Trendmood box. I wanted to use that one up first before I purchase another one, and I think I have one other one from another brand that I picked up during a sale. But once I go through those, or Black Friday comes around, I can totally see myself getting some more of these, because this is my favorite go-to toner. I was just trying to go through what I had in my collection, because my skincare collection got a little big during like the last few Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale and their skincare event. So I'm trying to use what I have first before running out and repurchasing that. But that's a huge favorite of mine, and it's super affordable. I think maybe $10, and I've often been able to get this at like $7, $6 in sales. And then we'll get to the last products, which are serums. So I went through the Kinship Dream Wave 2% Bioretinoid Complex Overnight Serum, and it's a nice hydrating serum, I would have to say, but I don't really feel like it made much of a difference, and I feel like Kinship is a quite pricey brand, so I don't necessarily think I would repurchase this one, even though I thought it was nice on the skin and all that. I just don't feel like it really made a difference, and it's expensive for what it is, and I feel like there's other retinoid or retinol kind of products. It said it had 2% bioretinoid complex, but it was okay. It's expensive. Maybe if it was on a great discount, I would get it. But then I also went through the Naturium Retinolide Cream Serum, 0.05%. This is a hybrid gel serum emulsion that visibly combats fine lines, uneven tone and texture. And I actually really like this one, and I believe that this one is more affordable than this one. Now this one says 2%. I know that there's different types of retinoid or retinoid hide. I don't know all the skincare breakdown. I'm not a skincare guru, just more of I enjoy a good skincare routine. But this one I think is supposed to be better if you have sensitive skin, or you know, things irritate you easily, or you're just trying to get into more, you know, retinoid kind of products. I can't tell you the difference though between retinoid and retinoid. I just know that this is supposed to be not as harsh on the skin, even though I did feel a little bit of that acid, a little bit of a slight burning sensation when I first used this. You kind of have to slowly work it into your skincare, but I would totally repurchase this one, and I think that they have one with a higher percentage of retinoid, which I think I would go for that, because I'm really trying to combat some of this texture and uneven tone on my skin. So I want to continue to introduce this kind of ingredient into my life, so I think I would go for this one over this one. So that was all the products that I used up all of my thoughts. I think most of them are like things I love or would repurchase, and some misses or some things that just weren't right for me, but maybe right for you if you have like a different skin type or preference. But you guys will now have to let me know in the comments below. Have you used up a bunch of makeup products? What are your loves? What are your go-to skincare, body care products? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on beauty, skincare, fragrance, all that good stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will link all these products that I mentioned if you want to check them out for yourself. I'll link other videos of mine that you might be interested. I forgot to mention this in the beginning. I did film this eye look. I actually have the Lord of the Rings palette on my eyes. That palette or video might come up before this one. If it is already up, I will link it below and put it up in the corner. But this is what I have on my eyes from Glamlight. And then I will also have my makeup link, like what I'm wearing for foundation and all that. And I will have my contact and my social media platforms linked. I'm also on Instagram as Bricey_beauty and Bricey Lifestyle. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, for supporting my channel and being so amazing. I hope all of you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.